Hi and welcome everybody. Welcome to a new episode of Fresh JAZZY Sounds. New vinyl released this year. This time, however, mostly reissues or, like in this case, Azymuth demos from 1973 to 1975. A miracle. Isn't it a miracle that the demos are released of the things Azymuth was thinking when they were starting up? And the music is just it's really Azymuth. And there are two volumes. This is volume 2. You also have volume 1. Volume 2, I got that one first, and volume 1 is coming. I found volume 2 is a little bit more like the Azymuth of the late 70s. It really has that warmth in it. Although the unique style of Azymuth is really clear on this one. And especially on the demos, and so like this one, it's really raw still. And I must say, that's part of the attraction. It really feels more like early 70s, and there's a little bit more rawness. I would not say the funk, but the smoothness is completely not there in the music. It is intertwined, of course, with the Rhodes, but overall, it plays just like a real record. I'm surprised that they called it demos. They could name it anything. I would have appreciated if they put it in the gatefold, both records. Although, to be fair, the price of one record is a bit lower as standard. The next album is a little bit the same thing. It's from a band from the 70s which got really hot. And this is their very first, I don't know if it's their very first recording, but I think so. It was done at a concert in Swiss, and it was recorded live. And I'm talking about Placebo, Placebo from Marc Moulin. And it's funny when you compare it with the Azymuth record. Here they were really still trying to find their style, their music, their own direction. Here they really much more sound like a jazz band, although you can feel they're looking for their own way and their own twist in the music. It's great it's released in this way. Packaging is very nice. With the overstrip, which suggests Japanese quality. My pressing is not really 100% perfect, although I'm still very happy with it. And there's so much music released that I have a very hard time keeping up, and that's very true for the next band. I think they now released their 7th album, maybe 8. I lost count, so I wanted to jump in, and I did not know where because I missed the start. And I listened to a few of their albums, and I have to say, ill considered, awesome band. I started with volume 1, because in a strange way, and maybe it's related to what I said before to the demos of Azymuth, there's a little bit more rawness, spontaneity, more spontan is the music, and for that reason I really like this one, although I don't know what to do now. Should I get all the other ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or keep it at this one? The music is really great on this one, and this is originally released in 2017, so 2017, so I'm now running behind 2 years more, not too bad. Next one is a Dutch band. They're from Amsterdam, and the funny thing is, I found out about it through John Downing, and he thought it would become a VC staple, That's not really happened yet. It's Altin, if you pronounce it that way. It's a mix of more Eastern style. I don't know if it's where the band members originally come from, but I think it's a mix of different nationalities. And I really must say, I'm starting to get addicted to this kind of music. That Eastern flavor, I think it started with Kurangbing. That's the way we pronounce it, I don't remember. They really started to influence that from more, I would say, Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, maybe Turkish music, incorporate that in the music, but still give it a very much an European or Western music songs. They also already released a second album, so also on this one I'm running a little bit behind. But I preferred the first one, and that is usually that the debut albums, in some strange way, it's something I prefer. It's different usually. Maybe it's the quirkiness a little bit more in it, less polished. I'm not really sure, but the same is true for this album. This is a reissue by Roland. Finally, I can pronounce the name exactly 100% because he's Dutch. So it says Ronald Langestraat. I think in English Ronald Langestraat. It means long street. He recorded this in his bedroom in 1980 or something. 84. 4-track tape recorder. So it's really like stepping back in time. This is what a lot of people, musicians, are able to do now easily. I think in that time you really had to be creative. He is very creative on this one. It's not 100% jazz. He plays all the instruments. I think he did everything on that. Produced it. This is a fun album, just because it's different, quirky. For the next album we go to Poland. Poland has a rich tradition in jazz music. This one is recorded, I believe, in the radio station. So I think they played live there, or the radio station had a very good studio. That is actually what I think. Late 70s fusion, East European fusion can be so good. And it's very true for this one. Very, very good. You see the members. The band is called Spisek. It's released on JAZZY Records. And it's licensed from the Polish radio. And it really has that really thick sound to it. This is really where you mix funk, rock, everything is here. There's some sing on it, which is, I have no clue what he's singing about. Does not have the most beautiful voice, but most songs are instrumental, and those songs they rock. And lately there have been quite a few discussions, what is a grail? And I finally have a grail also myself. Although it's just a record, I'm really happy they reissued it. I think it has never been issued on vinyl, only on CD. I have seen them live 2 times, I think. The first time was when they really just promoted this album, and this album has so much good points. It's just amazing. Every song is just gold. It's John Scofield, a go-go. It looks a little bit like more average, but the music on this one is just out of this world. It's so funky, it's so fresh. It's recorded in, I think, 96, and I saw them live in 97. We have the inside. It is, I believe, mastered and pressed in Germany, but released in South Korea or something. A little bit of a mystery how it's really put together. But John Scofield, he plays dirty on this one, really. And you can of course already hear there's some little organ. The drums is really like that deep funk drums. And that is of course, it has a reason, because it's not only John Scofield playing on it, it's also Martin Medeski and Wood. I think this is the first, no, they were already signed to Blue Note, but I think this is the first time they recorded something, when the music is released, and the interaction between Medeski, Martin and Wood, and Scofield, more classical and more on the experimental side. And you put those two together, and I think they had so much fun in the studio. That's amazing, because I'm not playing the first 3 songs on the album, and I mean, I love this album. It's so good. You don't see it often, and not many people mention John Scofield, the Go-Go. I went crazy about John Scofield. I tried to collect or started looking for his other albums. None of them sound like this. On this one, they really, the interplay, as if they were a real band, and I think it was the first time, but they probably bounced ideas from each other. But most songs are written by John Scofield. Well, that's everything I have to show this week. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.